So, hope everybody's good. The plan today is to work on the Monstera plant. For those of you guys on Twitch, this is the first like vine done. So we've got one vine done. I'm going to work on. I'm about halfway through the second one. So each vine either has 5 or 6 leaves, and I've got 3 on this one. So we're halfway done with here. So we're just gonna go through those tonight, and I'm hoping I can get maybe this vine and another vine done. That'd be pretty good. I'd be up for that. Okay. So I started. Oh, I probably need. I'm just gonna frog this because I have no idea where I was last night. Okay, that's better. So happy Wednesday. We've made it halfway through the week. I I have less than 20 school days left. I think it's like 17. Um, so we're winding down to all those end of year activities, and tomorrow is field day. So field day is where the whole school does a whole bunch of like athletic activities, and you go through like rotating stations. Um, I'm not into it too much because I'm out in the sun all day, and I can't be doing that. But the kids really enjoy it. I'm going to be spending that morning with my third graders, who I don't see as much as I'd like to. Um, yeah. So I am just looking for my Monstera tree pattern because it's not that I need the pattern. I just like to have it up in case I do need the pattern. Um, but where are you, Monstera pattern? Recents? What's going on? Where's this pattern? I had it open last night. Is it in my toolbar? No. All this could be. Where did it go? My drive. Not there. Oh dear. Shared with me. Okay. Well, it's in my shared with me, so we'll just do it that way. Okay. So what I need to do is get down to the portion of the pattern that I'm on, make the window smaller so I can see all of your lovely comments and faces. Well, not as much faces, but comments. So I'm going to look like I'm ignoring you for a couple of minutes, but I really am not. I'm just making things a little more easier on myself. No, I don't want you to move. I want you to shrink. Okay. One more little shrinkage. And now I can scroll to that part of the pattern. Yes. Okay. So project is a Monstera plant. Because I am so new to streaming. Oh, did you want to come up? Is that why you're whining? Okay. Where are you? Come here. Come see me. Come on, up. There she is. You want to say hi to everybody, Cadbury? Look over there. See? Yeah, you said hi. You don't need to cry now. You're good. Here you go. Okay, go lay down. Go chill. I need to move this. Yeah, okay. She's a little bit whiny because her big sister went out for a walk. Cadbury does not like walks. She gets way too scared about everything. So she gets to just play in the backyard. Okay, so let's get down to business. I've done my chain 5. I've done 1 double crochet in the first stitch. Now I'm going to do 2 sets of a chain 1 and a double crochet. So chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, and that also reminds me, I need to put my YouTube live chat doodah up. Make sure I see what action's going on over there. Okay. And make sure you're muted. All right. Looks like we're all good. That part of the pattern is ready to roll. All right. So the next set is a chain 3. And then we're doing 1 DC, 1 chain times 3. So 1 DC, 1 chain, and that's 1. 1 DC, and 1 chain, that's 2, and another DC, and another chain, and that's 3. And 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch in the beginning. We are halfway done with this leaf. I can't believe I almost rage quit this pattern. I did rage quit this pattern. I was really struggling with this pattern. It's just written in a way that I'm not used to reading. Like the directions, it's almost as if they were Google translated. You know what? It's like it kind of makes sense, but not exactly. And the wording is weird, and the spacing is weird. And there was a graphic, and I'm not great at reading crochet graphics, but it's better than nothing. And then one of my TikTok folks suggested that I look to see if there's a YouTube tutorial, and there was. And good Lord, that made it so much easier. So yeah, I'm not hating this pattern anymore. Okay, so we're now doing 5 single crochets into 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to hope the crochet gods are nice to me today. I was crocheting at lunchtime while I was at work, and I have this thing where my thumb goes numb if I'm crocheting a lot. I'm sure it's like carpal tunnel or something. And it goes away. Like I have to take a break and it goes away. It's just a bit of a pain in the butt. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then this is the middle part, so it's 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 chain, and then slip stitching into the first front loop of that last single crochet, and then 2 more single crochets. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, see, this arm's going weird. I think it's just because I've got it up at a weird angle. But yeah. 1, 2, 3. I think I need some music. No. Yeah, 3. I need some music, guys. Let's put on something. Okay. Let's put on some lo-fi music. Okay. So I have this YouTube channel that I like having I play it in my classroom most of the day. I have it up on my screen. And what they are somebody has taken a recording of a house in Animal Crossing, and you're watching the NPC just kind of interact with the things in the house. There's music that goes with it. I like the lo-fi playlist. The YouTube it's called Solace Crossing. I like the lo-fi playlist myself. So let's Yeah. And then I need to mute this tab. Here we go. Not mute site. Mute tab. Unmute site. Mm. There we go. That's better. Thank you for dealing with that with me. Yeah, lo-fi tunes. Let's get back to crocheting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, oh, 3, 4, 5, and then slip stitch in the starting chain. And we have finished another leaf. So we're up to 4. 4 leaves. Check them out. They're a bit smaller than I figured they would be, but okay. Oh, all right. Chain 16 for the next one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. We did it. Okay, I'm going to stretch this arm because this part right here is what's bugging me. And I'm wondering if it's just because I have it weird. Usually when I crochet, I'm down a little bit more. I don't know, but okay. It's time for a hydration break. Today's drink of choice is lemon lime Gatorade. My son is an athlete, so we have a lot of like Gatorade, Powerade, and like energy drinks in the house for him to use. Okay. I'm just checking out all these little alerts that I've got going on my TikTok thing. It'd be cool if I got some of those hearts. I don't know how one gets hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Right. 2 double crochet. And let's bring back the pattern. 1 chain, 1 double crochet times 2. So a chain and a double crochet and a chain and a double crochet. Okay. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 double crochet, 1 chain times 3. So a double crochet and 1 chain, a double crochet, and the chain makes 2, a double crochet, and a chain makes 3, chain 4, and then slip stitch in the start. Go. Slip stitch in that start. All right, halfway done. Oh, my doggy's back. Oh. Okay. All right, halfway done with this one. See, they work up quite quickly. Excuse me. They do work out quite quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 in each in between space. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, Ooh, itchy eye. Okay, that's better. Let's see. Okay. Doop. Hmm. Check me out. Okay. Let's get back to this. Where was I? Oh, okay. I know where I know where I am. Is it bugging me out? Okay, here we go. Now we're back in the middle of the leaf. 2, 3, and then chain 3, and then no, it's not chain 3, it's chain 1. 2, 2, okay. Frog it. And then slip stitch in the front loop only, and finish up the corner. 1, 2. I love seeing all these folks joining. You guys have such unique names. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are slip stitching this one closed. That's a leaf number 5. One more left on this vine, and then we would have a complete vine. Now it says you only need 6 vines. I think it's going to look kind of bare with only 6. So my plan is to do the 6, see how it works, because this is the hanging basket that I made for it. And you're supposed to crochet a little circle of dirt. Sorry, that's my dog playing with her dog toy. You're supposed to make this little circle of dirt, but mine is way too small, so it just kind of hangs out in there. I might end up like turning it into something else. But yeah, this is, and then you attach the vines to the circle of dirt, which sits in the pot. So I think it's pretty nice. Obviously, I need to sort out the loose ends on those ones. But we have one more leaf in this vine, and then we would have our 6 done. Hey, Mulberry Duzzy, and hey, PTMR Craft. I'm not good at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, there's my 16. Ooh, excuse me, itchy eyebrow. Okay. So this is only my second TikTok stream. I've probably been streaming on Twitch for about a month, if that. Twitch is my main home. It's SJ Crochet over on Twitch. And I'm really enjoying the crocheting thing. I've also been doing Stardew Valley streams, but I need to get a better computer for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always count the 5, and then I have to do the loop around for the double crochet, and then I lose my place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done that with like every leaf. All right, so we have a double crochet. My pattern go in the first stitch. Continue with 1 chain and 1 double crochet times 2. All right, chain, double crochet times 1, and a chain and a double crochet times 2. And then it is chain 3, and then I'm doing a double crochet and then a chain times 3. Double crochet, chain times 1, double crochet, excuse me, chain times 2, double crochet, chain times 3, chain 4, slip stitch back in the top. Okay. Yeah, so this week at work, so if you don't know, I am a special education teacher and I work in an elementary school in Massachusetts. And because of all the blizzard, we have a ton of snow days. So we're in school until almost the end of June, which is the longest I've ever been in school. Okay. So this week we had a parade yesterday. Today was a normal-ish day. Tomorrow we have field day. And then I'm pretty sure there's a field trip sometime this week. And then next week is field trips. I actually do have my last IEP meeting on Wednesday. So it's getting busy. But my kids have like completely checked out. They're done. They're burnt. My lovely 4th grade teacher team keeps trying to give them tests. And yeah, I know they got to get the grades and they got to get it done, but holy cow, my kids are burnt out. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then a chain and a slip stitch in the front loop only. Boop, boop. Okay. And then another 2. 1, 2. Yeah, so my kids are burnt. I'm still trying to hold it together. I mean, the good thing about summer vacation is I'm going to be able to stream more earlier in the day. I am teaching summer school, but that's only 3 days a week. And it gets out at like noon, so I can always do early afternoon streams. And then on Mondays and Fridays, I can do very early streams. So I'm just wrapping up this last leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And guess what, guys? That is that vine done. Okay, I'm going to leave a long tail. Now, scissors, scissors, scissors. Yesterday, I had the problem that I didn't have my scissors with me. Did I remember to bring them today? Absolutely not. So I'm going to have to run and get my snips and then come back really quick. I'll be right back. Here we go. Slips to the rescue. I'll leave these here this time. So, I'm going to leave that tail nice and long. And it can join the other one that's hanging up here. Let me just wind it around so it'll hang on for a little bit. Yeah. Okay. We have 2 vines. I probably should. Can I angle this a little bit so you guys can see the vines? No? Maybe? Yeah, now you see my tripod. That's nothing. Okay. We'll just go back to where it was. Okay. I've got this new camera set up and I'm all excited about it. It's like the arm that holds the phone like above you, and then I've got a ring light, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, Snips, you're gonna go over here with my other supplies. Don't know why I have a pencil. I don't need a pencil. My pen's pretty good over here. Okay. So let's start from fresh for another one. So we've got my two sets of 6. I need 1 more set of 6 and 3 sets of 5 for my vines. So if you don't know me, my name is Sarah, and I am SJ Crochet in most places. TikTok is SJ Crochet 8, I think. I don't know. Sometimes there's a number, sometimes there's not. But on Twitch, I'm SJ Crochet. On YouTube, I'm SJ Crochet. Pretty sure it's close enough here. I am a special education elementary school teacher. I also do crochet lessons after school in a club with my kids, with students. 3rd and 4th grade is the crochet club. And then for 1st and 2nd graders, I do a fiber arts club, which is more kind of general crafts with yarn and other fibers. And my crochet club is strictly crochet club. And those both just wrapped up this week. So this is the first week that I have been leaving the school building before 4:30, because I'm either like Monday through Thursday, I'm either doing crochet club, fiber arts club, or tutoring. But the 2 clubs are done for the year. I didn't happen to have my tutoring student, he didn't come to school today. So I got to leave the building at 3:15, which is like unheard of for me. Now, one of those kind of teachers that will come in 2 hours early, but when that bell hits, I am out of the building. I'm not staying until 5 o'clock like some of my colleagues do. No thanks. But yeah. Okay. Let's start on the next Monstera vine. Okay. Bring up the pattern. All right, we need 1 chain and 1 double crochet times 2. So chain, double crochet times 1, chain, double crochet times 2. Closing my loop a little bit better. Okay, that's better. Next part of the pattern. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm doing a double crochet and then a chain times 3. So a double crochet and then a chain times 1, a double crochet and a chain times 2, a double crochet. Oh, I gotta tighten that up again. A double crochet and a chain times 3, and then chain 4, 2, 3, 4 and then slip stitch in the top. I hear the pitter patter of my little dogs. I wonder what they're doing. Okay, good. That's one. That looks weird. Why does that look so weird? 1, 2, 3. I guess it's not weird, it's just the way it is. Okay. Cadbury, you want to come say hi to people? Cats, will come up? Up, up? Yeah. Let me see the doggy. Where's that doggy come to see me? Here, baby girl. Ooh. Oh, she didn't like that. Go see what she wants. Okay, let's keep going with this leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no idea what that just fell. Something just fell. I have no idea what it is. Okay. I live next to a main road that's used quite frequently by people who motorcycle. And I've also got all the windows and doors open in my house right now because it's a bit on the warm side. So if you hear the random motorcycle or fire truck or police car or people arguing at the corner, that's why. All right, so this is 3. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, slip stitch in the front post only of that last stitch, and then 2 crochet singles. 1, 2. Yeah, so tomorrow is field day. So I'm going to be packing a bag with so much sunblock, and I'm probably going to bring a chair. But yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a hot one tomorrow. But we shall see. Get my feet up a little bit, roll a little closer. There we go. That's a little better. All right, let's do this last circle round, and we are almost done with this one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so hi to Dawn Overly. You've been hanging out with me for a little while. Who else is here? Boop, boop. Gob. Hi, Gob. How's it going? Okay, and now I'm doing 5 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I am slip stitching this together. Let's bring this down a little bit. Slip stitch to the first, and we have our first leaf of the next vine done. But now I just chain 16. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay. This keeps getting a little bit, I think this isn't pulled tight enough because it looks a bit weird. What is going on over here? All right, I think I'm going to clip this and try to repair this little weirdness going on in the leaf. Yeah, it's looking weird. I don't know what it is. but let's just do some fiddling to repair it. Let's do crochet around this post right here. Let's see if I can fix it. Crochet triage. So I'm going to bring it in the back of this post. I'm going to grab it again, pull it through, tie a knot. Okay, I think we're better now. That's better. Okay. So have I done my 16? Did I do 16 chains? Oh my gosh. That. Oh, the chaos of having dogs and trying to stream. What happened is that there's a dog that lives down the street. The owner, girls. Oh my gosh, it's chaos. The owner has this dog that hangs its head out the window. And because she knows that I have 2 dogs at my house, whenever she drives by, she barks. And then this is the result. You hear Karina establishing her presence, shall we say. Yeah. So I apologize for the dogs. They're being a bit interesting this evening. Okay. Let's get that pattern back up because I'm a bit lost. Okay. All right. 1 chain, 1 DC times 2. Chain, DC times 1. Chain, DC times 2. Okay. And then chain 3. And now we're doing a DC and then a chain times 3. DC. And then 1 chain, double crochet, and then another chain and a double crochet, and then a 3rd chain, and then 4 chains, 3, 4, and slip stitch at the start of your round. That's halfway done with leaf number 2 for this vine. I think this is leaf number 14 altogether. So yeah. So hi to Twitchland. I hope you guys are having a good day. Okay. Yeah, so I do stream on Twitch and YouTube Live and TikTok Live. And I'm still trying to figure out what works best, how things work best, because I'm a relatively new streamer and I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So I'm just getting used to this whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1 more stitch in here. 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I finally finished the End of Testaments, the TV series. I haven't read the book. I kind of want to, but I haven't read it. Yeah, that was an interesting ending. I still wonder if they're going to go with the whole Daisy being Nicole thing. Like, I know the writers said that they weren't, but yeah. We shall see. Okay. Looks like my the spam bots have found me today on Twitch. Okay. 3. So I was talking about my after school clubs, and the cutest thing happened today. So one of my fiber arts club is for first and second graders, which are kids that are about 6, 7, 8 years old. And one of the projects that we did was a God's Eye, which is, if you've never been to a camp before, it's where you cross two sticks and you loop thread around it, and it makes like a diamond pattern. And we just wrapped up last week. The girl who I'm talking about asked me if she could have a skein of yarn. And I'm like, yeah, I've got loads. So I gave her the skein. And today she brought me in a God's Eye that she had made at home with like popsicle sticks. And it was so well done. Like she layered the yarn just like because some kids when they're doing God's Eyes will just wrap and wrap and wrap and makes this big like fat God's Eye. But she had layered it so it was completely flat and each layer was in front of the other one. It was so well done. And I feel so awesome that she gave it to me. She's like, this is for your classroom. So I felt really cool that she had decided that she was going to bestow her artwork on me. That made me feel really happy. Okay. So I am slip stitching this last stitch. Here we go. And there is the second leaf done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, it is time for a stretch and a drink. Oh, luckily, my thumbs aren't giving up on me yet, but I'm thirsty. Okay, almost some of that Gatorade. I've got a backup can of orange soda if I need it. So also, happy Pride Month to all of you who celebrate. The crochet project that I'm working on at school is a granny square poncho type thing. Not for me. It's for the porch goose that I keep outside of my classroom door and dress up every once in a while. And I don't have any like pride themed clothes for the goose, so I'm making a rainbow poncho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Okay. Starting on leaf number 15. I need a counter. You know those little counters that you put in the corner of your Twitch streams? I need one. Yeah, I need one. All right, so this is chain DC times 2. So chain DC times 1, chain DC times 2, chain 3, and then DC chain times 3. So DC chain times 1, DC chain times 2, DC, and chain times 3. Okay. And then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Join it back together with a slip stitch. I'm getting it. I've pretty much memorized the second half of the pattern. The first half of the pattern, for some reason, is not sticking in my brain. So yeah, we make do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1, 2, 3. And then another 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we get to the middle part where it's 3 singles, then a chain, then a slip stitch, then 2 singles. Okay, and halfway through that one. 2, 3. Apologies for the chip bag noise in the background. 2, 3, and then a set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we are done with that leaf. We're just cruising tonight. Definitely get more than a chain, line and a half done. Looking pretty good, eh? I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, so now chain 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. These make me happy. They definitely make me happy. Okay. So what is new with you guys? I'd love for you to tell me what projects you're working on, or if you're not a crocheter and you're just hanging out to watch. I would love to hear from you guys. What are you up to? The other thing we need to talk about is, what am I doing after this plant here? I've got a green sphere that I made with the intention of making it into a Junimo from Stardew Valley, but I need to get some black pipe cleaners and then that'll be done. But what am I going to make next? Okay. Chain 1, DC times 2. Chain 1, DC. Chain 1, DC. And then chain 3. And then DC in 1 chain times 3. DC, 1, DC, 2, DC, and 3. Chain 4 and connect it. These are flying today. I think it helps that each leaf is just 2 rounds of things. And the second round is just pretty much outlining the first. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, and slip stitch in front. Oops. Now the problem I might run into is that this is how much I have left of this color. I do not have another ball of this. So I might need to stop at Hobby Lobby tomorrow after work. Not Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Oh gosh, never Hobby Lobby, always Michael's. All right, back to this. What did I do? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I got to do my 2 on the other side. 1, 2. No AI summary. I am not crocheting a rainbow poncho for my classroom goose. Well, I am. Not right now, but I am. Right now, I am crocheting Monstera leaves for a decoration that's going to go behind my head in my little streaming corner of my house. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's slip stitch this one and call it good. Nice. 16 chains. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Look at this. Coming together. Got these ones too. All right, stretch, scratch, and stretch. Here we go. And pick. All right, that is done. I think this one will be coming out soon. Okay, next leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Hi, cats. How are you doing? So the dog that I had in my lap earlier, that's Cadbury. She is a Boxer Lab mix, so we've been told. And my other dog is a little bit older, and she is a Pitty mix of some sort. Okay, so 1 chain, 1 DC times 2. 1, and 2, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm doing a DC and then a chain times 3. So a DC and a chain times 1, a DC, and a chain times 2, a DC, and a chain times 3, and then another 4 chains. 3, 4, slip stitch those together. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what to work on next. So during the school year, I usually crochet things that my students ask. And this year, I made a family of sharks. I have a big one that's like the size of, bigger than a basketball-ish. And then I made a baby one that's like the size of a cantaloupe. And then I made a sister for the baby one, which is also another baby one with just a pink bow on her head. And now they want me to make the mommy shark. So, but with only 19-ish, 17-ish days of school left, I don't know if I want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and let's do some in-betweens for 3 single crochets each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then chain 1, slip stitch in the front loop of that last single crochet, and then 2 more. 1, 2. Okay. Almost done with this leaf. 3. 1. Drag. Oh, what is going on here? That's weird. Apparently, I'm inactive. Am I inactive? Twitch? Twitter? Oh, God. TikTok? Remember I talked about the motorcycles earlier? Yeah. And slip stitch to join. We are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here we go. All right, so I've got a set of 5. I'm doing 1 more on that vine. I want to make something with this. Will you see? Look at this. It's like a humongous jungle one. What can I do with like 20 millimeters? It's pretty lightweight. My wife got them for me for Christmas. I really should make something with it. I'll have to like ask Google, what do you make with a 20 millimeter hook? All right, last one on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. 1. Okay. And now I'm doing a chain and then a DC. Chain, DC times 1. Oh, that was an extra chain. I didn't mean to do that. Frog, 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 frog. Okay. And then I did mean to do that. A chain and then a DC again. Whoops. Okay. And then a chain of 3. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is turn off the TikTok for a little bit. Keep on Twitch and YouTube. But I might change over. So bye, TikTok. See you later. There we go. Monstera plant crocheting. Done. Okay. Well, let's do this. So this part is a DC and then a chain times 3. Okay. Double crochet. And then a chain times 1. Double crochet. and then a chain times 2, double crochet, and then a chain times 3, and then chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and over here. Okay, that's halfway done with the next leaf. Okay, let's do this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, my amount of yarn might be dictating that I'm not getting another whole whole vine done today. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're in the middle, so 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, then a chain and slip stitching in the front. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a trip to Michael's after work tomorrow to pick up some more of this color, because this isn't going to last very long, is it? This is not going to last long. 1, 2. Is that 2 or 3? 1, 2, do an extra one, just to be on the safe side. 1, 2, 3, and then a set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, slip stitch this one closed, and we are finished another vine. Here we go, guys. Another vine of sticks done to add to my little collection I've got going on. Check these out. All right, I'm gonna hang them up with my other ones. Let's see. I'm just wrapping them around my new boom arm thing. Not tying them. I'm just hoping they stay there. Look how cute. Okay. So this is going to be a game of yarn chicken. How many leaves am I going to be able to get out of this much? I'm thinking 2. Let's try 2. It's definitely going to be a game of yarn chicken. But I know I'm going to have to get more anyway, because I need 3 sets of 5 leaves. So I still need 15 more leaves. And this ain't going to cut it. No. This ain't going to cut it. So let's start on leaf number 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, here we go. Itchy eye, excuse me. Okay. All right, so now I'm doing 1 chain and then 1 double crochet times 2. So chain, double crochet times 1, chain, double crochet times 2. Okay. If you hear Aladdin in the background, my wife's watching it right now. Cartoon one with Robin Williams and all that stuff. So if you hear it, that's her rocking out. 1, 2, 3, Now a double crochet and then a chain times 3. So double crochet, double crochet, and then a chain 1 and 2 and 3, and then a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, it's a good song. And no, I'm not going to sing, so don't worry. Let's see. I wonder if I can get copyright struck for having this playing in the background. Probably. I'm sorry, Disney. Don't destroy my streaming career in its infancy. No, this isn't a career. This is just a little bit of fun. All right, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then a chain and slip stitch into the last hook. Okay, yes. Can I tell you, I got the nicest email from one of my students' moms last night / this morning. So we had a parade at school. Why was I doing that? Sorry. We had a parade at school where each class got a theme in relation to America, that type of thing. And I was with my 3rd graders. Why do I keep trying to double crochet that? It's because I'm talking at the same time. I'll just end the story there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so she had emailed me letting me know it was the first time that her son had taken part in an activity like that, because typically he's so dysregulated that he's not able to. So in 3rd grade, this was the first time that he was able to take part in something like that. And she thanked me. And it felt so nice to get that kind of recognition. And I told her that it wasn't just me. It's the whole team. It's his classroom teacher. It's the behavior specialist. It's But it was so nice just to get that moment of like, yes, I am doing a good job. And I needed that. Why is it? It's because I'm not doing what I need to do. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay. I think with this little tiny bit of yarn left, I'm going to call it a night. So we did more than I thought we would today. My goal was to have 3 completed vines. So we have 3 completed vines plus 1. So we did all right. It was a bit of a shorter stream tonight, but I'm running out of yarn. There's not much a crochet streamer can do without yarn. So thank you so much. If you are watching me on Twitch, I would love to have a follow. On YouTube, please like and subscribe. Facebook friends, hi. I'm SJ Crochet on all of the platforms, and I hope to see you next time.